year that we have completed the budget. We, of course, are continuing to look over things. I am pleased to announce that we have discovered a few areas that we can use some of the initial ARPA funds. What we're planning to do is to purchase several vehicles that are self-sanitizing. And because of that, we're able to use ARPA relief funds for those. We'll be purchasing 2 new police vehicles, as well as a vehicle for the engineer's office, Public Works, and the Parks Department. Chief Chappell is also looking into the same thing with with an EMS, with a squad. Because of these vehicles being self-sanitizing, you're able to use ARPA funds. In fact, the vehicles, of course, the police department, it takes the place of the 2 that they get every year, so that freed up money in capital. The same can be said for the other departments. We laughed because Bryce Kuhn in the Parks Department actually would be able to apply next year for historic plates on one of their trucks. So Bryce, it's become a point of pride for Bryce, as they call it Old Blue. But I know the city administrator doesn't like it because it sounds like Go Blue. So we've decided it's time to retire Old Blue, and maybe we'll turn that into an old relic somewhere that we can talk about next to Chief Chappell's old fire truck that we have for the city. But these are clear uses of the funds. It's a program that heats the vehicle up to something like 150 degrees, which is warm enough to kill coronavirus or any kind of virus for that matter inside. And because of that, they self-sanitize. And due to that, we can use ARPA funds for that. We've also identified a few other areas in the budget, items that were originally planned that we will now be able to take out of our capital fund and use ARPA funds for it. And we'll discuss some of those additional items with you all. But that doesn't even begin to make a dent in the $1.8 million. So we are continuing to investigate best uses of those funds. Financially, if you've been following closely with our budget, we have warned everyone that fourth quarter was going to be rough. And as you probably have seen, at least through the month of October, it has been rough. Last year in 2020, we had the highest income tax revenue that we've ever had for a fourth quarter. And because of that, it's always tough when you're going up against a record. We are down right now for the month of October, a little over 30%. It's certainly not panic time by any means. As we were discussing this morning, the reporting dates are a little bit different from what they were last year. However, we are expecting this fourth quarter at the very best that we're going to finish is flat, probably actually going down some. For the year, we're still 5.9% ahead of where we were last year at this time with revenue, so that's very good news. And you'll see a lot more of that when things come to budget time for you all. So we will be sharing that. I know it's the meeting scheduled on the 9th of November at 5:30. Really looking forward to going through the budget that the department heads and the administration have worked very diligently on over the past couple of months. The only other item of business, we were supposed to have 2 officers that we would be swearing in this evening. Unfortunately, Jake DeMonte, who is being promoted to lieutenant this evening, is in a bit of a situation. We have a little bit of a standoff currently in the community, so he is leading that unit. So baptism by fire, if you will. He's really, the department's out there as well as Interim Chief Windsor, so they're all tied up on a bit of a standoff situation currently here in the community. You know, I think it goes without saying that our prayers are with the folks of our Tiffin Police Department as the situation unfolds. But we also know with their training and the folks that we have in that department, we are in very good hands with Interim Chief Windsor and Lieutenant, or soon to be Lieutenant DeMonte, handling that situation. So I know we have Pat and Tim out in the crowd this evening, and they were here excited to see their son be sworn in, and I offered to Interim Chief Windsor, I said, I can meet you out on the site and do that. He assured me that was not the best of ideas. So we will take care of Jake as soon as he is able to, probably not during this meeting, but as soon as he's able to this week, either myself, the law director, or we'll get someone to issue that oath of office and try to make it a special ceremony for Jake and his parents. And Pat, it's so unfortunate because I'm leaving town, like I said, right after this meeting, so I'm not going to get to do it. And knowing Jake for so long, it really disappoints me that I won't be able to. But and then secondly, this evening, we are swearing in our newest police officer, and that is Caden Emshoff. We have Caden out here in the crowd this evening. I'm going to first call up, what do I call you, Dave? You're not chief yet. You're chief in waiting, chief in almost chief. Yeah, what future chief, Dave. Yeah, we're gonna have Dave come up and just say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. President, members of council, I am so disappointed that Jake Damani is not here tonight. Obviously, he's out there, as the mayor said, and our thoughts and prayers go out to all the men and women out there doing their job for us and keeping our community safe. I am so excited to welcome Jake and to congratulate Jake as a lieutenant with the Tiffin Police Department and make him a member of the command staff of the Tiffin Police Department. I think I can speak for Lieutenants Mark Marquis and Jason Windsor, probably Jason Windsor more than anybody. We are so looking forward to having Jake on board with the command staff and working together as a team to keep Tiffin moving forward. A big thanks, while I'm speaking of them, a big thanks to Mark Marquis and Jason Windsor. The three of us collaborated on this last phase of the process of developing interview questions for the candidates, strategies for the candidates. It's a fairly intense process for these folks to go through, and I appreciate their work and their dedication. The candidates went through this final phase, and one of the things I learned through this is that each of the candidates has some exceptional traits and attributes that they brought. They each brought something a little different. They all had a different expertise in different areas. And it was just encouraging to see the expertise that we have and frankly, the immense talent pool that we have at the Tiffin Police Department of these professional public servants. And we should all be I'm very grateful for that, and as should the city. Ultimately, Jake DeMonte earned this promotion. He was outstanding in this process, and he's going to be a great asset to the command staff. I'm excited for both him and our department and his family. His mom and dad, his better half is here. Also, support of law enforcement from Delaware County Sheriff's Office and Westerville Police Department are here to congratulate Jake as well. And so, again, sorry that he's unable to be here. And I guess that's it for now, but congratulations, Jake Damani, next lieutenant. Thank you.
Thank you, future chief. With that, we are going to issue the oath of office this evening to Caden Emshoff. We're actually in the process of hiring 2 new police officers due to folks that have left the department. And what's ironic, both of our new officers are named Caden. So they're just Caden with a C and Caden with a K. So we have the first tonight, that'll be Caden Emshoff. So Caden, we're going to have you come up and we will issue the oath of office here. And I don't know if you have anyone that's special to you in the audience this evening, a parent or someone that, whoever you would like to pin you, they may come up as well, and you can come through here. Little gate. Either of the gates, yep. And is this mother?
Yes.
All right.
Very proud
You get to hold the badge, you'll be pinning that on. So, yeah, you can kind of see here, I don't know, you've probably never done this.
No,
Kind of little pre-holes,
Okay,
so, yeah.
okay.
And we'll actually have you turn around. We'll let your family and those that are here this evening for you be a part of this. And Mom, you can stand next to him.
Okay.
And then once he accepts, as long as he doesn't change his mind, you can pin that on.
Okay.
He doesn't have the vest on tonight, so don't go too deep.
I know. Not wearing it, so-
Yep, others have. All right, if you would please, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Caden Emshaw,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
of America,
of America,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Charter of the City
and the Charter of the City
of Tiffin.
of Tiffin.
I promise to uphold and obey
I promise to uphold and obey
the laws of the United States,
the laws of the United States,
the State of Ohio,
the State of Ohio,
and the ordinances of the City of Tiffin.
and the ordinances of the City of Tiffin.
I will faithfully and honorably
I will faithfully and honorably
discharge the duties of the office
discharge the duties of the office
of police officer
of police officer
according to the law
according to the law
and the best of my my abilities.
and the best of my abilities.
Congratulations, Officer Imshaw. Newest member of the Tiffin Police Department, Caden Imshaw. You're welcome to stick around for the meeting, or if you want, you can run out of here. I do have your paperwork, so I can get you a pen if you want to fill this out this evening and leave it with us. That way, you don't have to make another appearance back here. Sure. At least quickly.
Caden, on behalf of the Tiffin City Council, congratulations, and may your service be long and healthy.
Thank you.
That concludes my report, so if you want to go on.
Does anybody have any questions for the mayor? Clerk of Council Ann Forrest.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to report that on October 7th, I received a packet of documents from the County Commissioner's Office. It includes an annexation petition by Damsa Limited for a parcel of property it owns just south of the Dunkin' Donut property on West Market Street, as well as the Commissioner's resolution approving the annexation. That concludes my report.
What do we do with that?
Yes, Mr. President, by statute, state law, you have to wait 60 days before council can act on that. So that takes us to about December 20th. At that meeting, if it is council's desire, I would prepare an ordinance accepting the annexation. I think you may hear more about this evening during oral communications regarding the plans for the development of that property. And that's the procedure I'm describing is what you typically have done for annexations that are presented to the city.
Okay. So for right now, we just hold on to this.
Don't do anything, and then I'll have the ordinance ready in December.
Okay, thank you. Anything else?
That concludes
Thank
my
you.
report.
Director of Finance Kathy Kaufman.
No report, Mr. President.
Thank you. Director of Law Brent T. Howard.
No report, Mr. President.
Thank you. We're now under written communications.
Okay, we have Director of Finance's request for legislation, number F21-38, to amend the 2021 Budget Ordinance 21-11 to appropriate additional funds into the Charter Review budget.
Director of Finance request for legislation F21-38 will be held on file in the clerk's office. Ordinance 21-97 has been prepared for this evening's meeting.
Director of Finance's request for legislation, number F21-39, to amend the 2021 Budget Ordinance 21-11 to appropriate funds into the Parks Department budget.
Director of Finance's request for legislation F21-39 will be held on file in the clerk's office. Ordinance 21-95 has been prepared for tonight's meeting.
And Director of Finance's request for legislation, number F21-40, to amend the 2021 Budget Ordinance 21-11 to appropriate additional funds into the general fund budget.
Director of Finance's request for legislation F21-40 will be held on file in the clerk's office. Ordinance 21-99 has been prepared for tonight's meeting.
And then from the Ohio Division of Liquor Control, we have a transfer from Cat Petroleum Incorporated, doing business as Al's Convenience Store, to Al's Retail Management LLC, also doing business as Al's Convenience Store, 6 West Market.
Thank you. This request from the Ohio Division of Liquor Control will be forwarded to the Street Sidewalk and Sewer Committee. Councilman Leopard.
Thank you, Mr. President. Street Sidewalk and Sewer Committee directs the Clerk of Council to return this document to the Ohio Division of Liquor Control. No hearing is requested.
Thank you.
That concludes the written communications.
Thank you. We're now under oral communications. Anyone from the attending public who wishes to address City Council can do so by stepping forward at the podium, signing in, and telling us your name.
I'll try to sign in and talk, see if I can pull this off here. My name is Mark Carell, and I'm with the Coles Group, and I've been working with Mr. Howard for a while now on this annexation project that you just heard about. And I've got some handouts here, and I did not print out enough. I think I printed out 9 of them. But it'll at least be a, albeit small, kind of printout of what we're doing. But essentially, yeah, our organization has the Mickey Mart and the Dunkin' Donuts right there at 1804 West Market Street. And the opportunity presented itself to purchase the property kind of right behind that. And so that was purchased, but of course it was in the township. And so it's being annexed into the city. That process is, of course, underway, but then we had to address zoning, and it's zoned C2. Our current facility is zoned C2, just general business, and we were just asking the new site to be zoned the same way. And the purpose of all this is to add a little bit of parking behind the store, which I think is big, but also to kind of expand the drive-through. And we're going to be working with, of course, the engineer's office to submit formal plan. This is just an informal, just so you have some idea of what I'm talking about. But we'll be submitting formal plans to the city engineer's office and working through that process. But it really is just about trying to open up the site, have a little bit more places for vehicles, have some more throughput for drive-through, and make that a little bit more efficient, a little better site for us. So that's what we're here. That's why you're getting the letters and the petitions from our organization. That's what we're trying to do. But certainly, if you have any questions for me or anything else, I'm here and happy to answer what I know, or if I don't know, find the answers for you.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Mark? Councilman Gillig.
Mark, that does make perfect sense. It does get awful tight sometimes if you're trying to go around the back, especially with the line as popular as Duncan has been in Tiffin. And I think it's a wonderful investment.
Good. Well, thank you.
Law Director.
Just a quick comment that Mark and his team, they've been working with the city engineer, myself, working on the annexation with the commissioners, and have been very cooperative and easy to work with. And so they, I expect throughout the process, they'll continue to do so, and it'll be a nice enhancement to that business.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and I can't say enough good things about Director Howard, just answering all my, annoying questions about how things are done. And this, when you're in all the different towns, every town does things a little bit differently. We want to make sure we do it right. So, well, hey, if you've got nothing further for me, I appreciate your time. Thanks for having me. If you have any questions, certainly reach out. Director Howard knows how to find me, and then we'll, stay in communication throughout the process. Thanks all. Have a good night.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, we're now under motions. We're now under resolutions.
We have no resolutions, Mr. President.
Okay, we're now under ordinances.
Ordinance number 21-85, introduced by Steve Leopard. Ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept permanent easements from Development Solutions LLC or reserve permanent easements upon transfer of property to Development Solutions LLC for drainage and sanitary sewer purposes along Mall Road, County Road 11, in Eagle Rock Business Park, and declaring an emergency.
This is the third reading of ordinance 21-85. Councilman Leopard.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would ask for passage of ordinance number 21-85.
We have a motion for passage of ordinance 21-85. Is there a second? Councilman Perry.
I'll second, Mr. President.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, I'll ask the clerk to call the vote on the passage of ordinance 21-85.
Councilwoman Yanatuno.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Leopard.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Harry.
Yes.
Boyle.
Yes.
And Gillig.
Yes.
Ordinance 21-85 passes with a vote of 7-0.
Ordinance number 21-88, introduced by Steve Leopard. Ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept a deed and an easement and take all other actions necessary to acquire property by deed and easement from Joseph L. Ronker located at 152 Martha Street to construct the new Ella Street River Bridge.
This is the third reading of ordinance 21-88. Councilman Leopard.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would ask for passage of ordinance number 21-88.
We have a motion for the passage of ordinance 21-88. Is there a second? Councilman Gillig.
I'd like to second the motion, Mr. President.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Councilman Perry.
Had a question about the last ordinance, if we had to vote on the emergency or not.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
That's on me.
It's like the
Thank
most
you.
intelligent thing you've said this whole time.
Because I made fun of you about coming into my meeting.
It was at the end of the paragraph.
You made my report, you should be happy.
Let's go back. We have a motion and a second to pass ordinance 21-85. We'll vote on the emergency.
Councilwoman Yanatuno.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Leopard.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Harry.
Yes.
Boyle.
Yes.
Gillig.
Yes.
Thank you. The emergency passes with a vote of 7-0. Now vote on the passage of ordinance 21-85.
Councilwoman Yanatuno.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Leopard.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Harry.
Yes.
Boyle.
Yes.
Gillig.
Yes.
Ordinance 21-85 passes with a vote of 7-0.
You want me to reread 88? For the record, we might, as-
No, we already have.
yeah, oh, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. We have a motion and a second to pass ordinance 21-88. Is there any discussion? That's where we got sidetracked.
Yeah.
Seeing none, I'll ask the clerk to call the vote on the passage.
Councilwoman Yanatuno.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Leopard.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Harry.
Yes.
Boyle.
Yes.
And Gillig.
Yes.
Ordinance 21-88 passes with a vote of 7-0.
Ordinance number 21-90, introduced by Zach Perkins. Ordinance creating the position of Director of Communications and Constituent Services and establishing the rates of pay for the position.
This is the second reading of ordinance 21-90.
Ordinance number 21-91, introduced by Steve Leopard. Ordinance rescinds the removal of the traffic signal at the intersection of Circular and Melmore Streets within the city and approves retaining the traffic signal at the intersection.
This is the second reading of ordinance 21-91.
Ordinance number 21-93, introduced by Steve Leopard. Ordinance authorizing the mayor to accept a temporary easement and take all other actions necessary to acquire property rights by temporary easement from Roger A. Drake located at 145 Ellis Street to construct the new Ellis Street River Bridge.
This is the second reading of ordinance 21-93.
Ordinance number 21-94, introduced by Dawn Yanatuno. Ordinance amending ordinance number 978, revising and restating the grant program using local funds to assist property owners in removing clean water connections from the sanitary sewer system and declaring an emergency.
This is the second reading of ordinance 21-94.
Ordinance number 21-95, introduced by Ben Gillig. Ordinance amending the 2021 budget ordinance number 21-11 to appropriate $1,000 into the Parks Department budget for additional wages for day camp counselors.
This is the first reading of ordinance 21-95. Councilman Gillig.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to ask for suspension of council's three reading rule and immediate passage of ordinance 21-95.
We have a motion for the suspension of the council's three reading rule and the immediate passage of ordinance 21-95. Is there a second, Councilwoman Yanatuno?
I'll second, Mr. President.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Councilman Gillig.
This will just help to close out our needs for the extraordinarily popular summer camps.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, I'll ask the clerk to call the vote on the suspension of ordinance 21-95.
Councilwoman Yanatuno.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Leopard.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Harry.
Yes.
Boyle.
Yes.
And Gillig.
Yes.
The suspension passes with a vote of 7-0. We will now vote on the passage of ordinance 21-95.
Councilwoman Yanatuno.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Leopard.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Harry.
Yes.
Boyle.
Yes.
And Gillig.
Yes.
Ordinance 21-95 passes with a vote of 7-0.
Ordinance 21-96, introduced by Ben Gillig. Ordinance approving a First Amendment to the Joint Use, Management, and Lease Agreement with Seneca County by revising the calculation of the city's share of operating costs of the Joint Justice Center, authorizing the mayor to sign the First Amendment on behalf of the city, amending the budget to pay the city's share of 2020 operating costs, and declaring an emergency.
This is the first reading of ordinance 21-96.
Ordinance number 21-97, introduced by Ben Gillig. Ordinance amending the 2021 budget ordinance number 21-11 to appropriate $7,650 into the Charter Review Commission budget for the publication costs of the notices of the proposed charter amendments.
This is the first reading of ordinance 21-97. Councilman Gillig.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to ask for suspension of council's three reading rule and immediate passage of ordinance 21-97.
We have a motion for the suspension of council's three reading rule and immediate passage of ordinance 21-97. Is there a second? Councilman Perkins.
I'd like to second, Mr. President.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Councilman Jones?
Thank you, Mr. President. I know we talked about this at the council of the whole, committee of the whole, but for the public benefit, could someone explain how the publication cost ended up being $7,650? That just sounds like a high dollar amount to myself.
Director of Law.
Yeah, the actual publication cost for the notices is over $10,000. And this is the charge by the Advertiser Tribune for the city to publish notices that are required by state law, by statute. They have to be published 2 times in the AT, and they are notices of the 11 proposed charter amendments. The notices contain the actual language of the sections as revised so that the public can read and study those in advance of voting. So they're required by statute, and that is the amount that the local newspaper charges us. So it is the expense that we have to pay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, anyone else? I'll ask the clerk to call the vote on suspension for ordinance 21-97.
Councilwoman Yanatuno.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Leopard.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Gary.
Yes.
Boyle. Yes. And Gillig.
Yes.
The suspension passes with a vote of 7-0. We will now vote on the passage of ordinance 21-97.
Councilwoman Yanatuno.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Leopard.
Yes.
Perkins. Perry.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, go Boyle. And Gillig.
She's in a zone.
Make her out of here.
Love you, buddy. You're on a roll.
I gotta be quicker.
All right, ordinance 20, I think everybody voted. Ordinance 21-97 passes with a vote of 7-0.
Oh, Ann.
No more Dunkin' Donuts for her.
Too much coffee today. Ordinance number 21-98, introduced by Dawn Yanatuno. Ordinance zoning approximately 0.357 acres of land owned by DAMSA Limited in the 3rd Ward of the city as Zone C2 General Commercial District, compatible with adjacent land use and meeting requirements of Tiffin City Charter and the codified ordinances.
This is the first reading of ordinance 21-98. Councilwoman Yanatuno.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to ask the council to table ordinance 21-98 so that we have the opportunity to allow for the joint meeting between us and the Planning Commission on November 15th.
Thank you. We have a motion to table ordinance 21-98. Is there a second? Councilman Perkins.
I'd like to second, Mr. President.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Let the record show that the motion passed unanimously.
Ordinance 21-99, introduced by Ben Gillig. Ordinance amending the 2021 budget ordinance number 21-11 to appropriate $135,000 into the general fund budget, excuse me, for capital, street, and bridge improvements.
This is the first reading of ordinance 21-99. Councilman Gillig.
Thank you, Mr. President. Utilizing the expertise of Finance Director Kaufman, I'd like to ask for suspension of council's three reading rule and immediate passage of 21-99.
Thank you. We have a motion to suspend council's three reading rule and immediate passage of ordinance 21-99. Is there a second, Councilwoman Yanatuno?
I'll second, Mr. President.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, I'll ask the clerk to call the vote on the suspension, please.
Councilwoman Yanatuno.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Leopard.
Yes.
Perkins,
Yes.
Harry,
Yes.
Boyle,
Yes.
and Gillig.
Yes.
The suspension passes with a vote of 7-0. We will now vote on the passage of ordinance 21-99.
Councilwoman Yanatuno.
Yes.
Jones.
Yes.
Leopard.
Yes.
Perkins.
Yes.
Harry.
Yes.
Boyle. Yes. And Gillig.
Yes.
Ordinance 21-99 passes with a vote of 7-0.
Ordinance number 21-100, introduced by Daniel Perry, ordinance enacting section 149.035 of Tiffin Codified Ordinances regarding the appointment of a deputy fire chief.
This is the first reading of ordinance 21-100.
Ordinance number 21-101, introduced by Steve Leopard, ordinance authorizing city administrator to prepare plans and specifications, advertise for and receive bids, and recommend and execute a contract for the 2022 street paving program and declaring an emergency.
This is the first reading of ordinance 21-101.
Ordinance number 21-102, introduced by Bridget Boyle. Ordinance amending the zoning map of the city of Tiffin to change the zoning classification of 7 parcels of land on Adams Street, North Monroe Street, and Frost Parkway owned by Monument LLC and ERF Partners LLC in the 2nd Ward of the city of Tiffin, Ohio.
This is the first reading of ordinance 21-102. Councilwoman Boyle.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I would like to make a motion to table ordinance 21-102 to allow the joint public hearing to take place.
We have a motion to table ordinance 21-102. Is there a second, Councilman Perry?
Yeah, I'll second, Mr. President.
Councilman Perkins, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll second, Mr. President.
Can't tell you guys apart.
I'll third.
The names are similar.
I can look like Ken.
right, we
I'm
have
doing
a-
something right.
We have a motion and a second to table ordinance 21-102. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Let the record show that the motion passed unanimously. At this time, I'd also like to announce a joint public hearing to discuss ordinance 21-98 and 21-102 to be held November 15th at 7 o'clock here in council chambers.
That concludes the ordinances, Mr. President.
Thank you. Is there anything under other business? Councilman Jones, you be fast.
If time allows, I'd like to go back at ordinance 2196. I had a mark here to, I know it's the first reading, and I don't want to wait till the third reading and have it passed. What is the difference between 2021 and 2020 on these expenses for the Joint Justice Center, or what that was?
Mayor,
Yeah, I mean, I can at least start off, so that what we've always had was a system that once a year, there would be a true-up of what the city owed essentially for our portion of the Justice Center. And what we would do is, myself, the city administrator, finance director, courts folks would get together and essentially haggle over what is a municipal court expense, what is a common pleas court expense, what is a general shared expense. And it started to take a ton of time, and the price kept going up and up and up for the city. So what finally was agreed upon was a set lease amount, so we no longer have to sit down and haggle over things. And actually, I think what originally was given to us was about 150,000, Kathy, for this year, and our lease now is agreed upon at about 103,000 with a 3% increase a year. So it actually is almost $50,000 less than what we originally thought we were going to have to pay this year. And it does have a 3% inflation factor in there because things, well, God knows we're going through a heck of a lot of inflation right now as it is. But at the end of the day, it's best for everyone. We all agreed to it, even the county, because I think they realized the amount of time that we were all spending trying to figure out a lot of these expenses, you know, whether it was someone on the floors not liking how their windows were cleaned, or someone upset that part of the furniture got scratched, and you'd get in these meetings and literally argue over whose expense it was. And this takes care of all of that, that unless it is a specific expense tied directly to Muni Court, such as, new computer system, or it's time to remodel and we only are doing our floor. Those are things that are expected that we'll handle. But at the end of the day, this is better, I think, for everyone involved, especially the Tiffin taxpayers, because it comes in much less than what we expected that we'd be paying this year.
Yes.
And then I had an asterisk here of ordinance 21-102. I was going to ask for clarification of that. We just had the first reading, but Councilwoman Boyle or someone said we're having a meeting on the 15th at 7 PM. I guess I can attend that and learn more about it, so. That's it.
Anyone else? Anything for the good of the order? All right, seeing none, God bless all of you. God bless the city of Tiffin. Have a good night and be safe.